Let's go, let's go, let's go! ARV family, keep it high, keep it tight. My name is J Morris Vega, and I'm back again to bring you another video, and in this one I'm going to be covering the new Miscarriage album entitled Imminent Horror. So Miscarriage, the duo, Ulf and John, great Goregrind band, but they're very diverse. They're a lot more diverse than that, and they released one of the most horrifically terrifying albums last year, being Homicidal Mania Trilogy, which I actually have a physical copy of. Ulf was kind enough to send me this, and I really appreciate the support on the channel. It really means a lot, and the fact I'm able to have this copy really is amazing. So much content was on this album. Now, let me cut to the chase. This is over 60 minutes of material, and it is a lot different than Homicidal Mania Trilogy or anything the band has done up to this point. This album does not have a lot of the semblance that their previous material had, except for the vocals, and even those are a little bit more dynamic on this album. This album is broodier, doomier, gloomier, and any other adjective that I could use to describe it among those. Already, the first little bit of time on the first track, which is just entitled I, it's almost 10 minutes, is absolutely horrific. It is absolutely disgusting. The main band that I get a lot of whiffs of when I listen to this specific album, especially the vocals, oh my god, the vocals remind me so much of the band Pissgrave. Anyone know Pissgrave? A band that's actually dropping a project pretty soon that I'm going to be reviewing as well. Very excited for that. The duo on this album sacrificed their brutal oral assault of speed for a bit more of a sluggish, sludgy, murky atmosphere that is crushing and bone-chilling and super atmospheric. Despite the fact it is nearly incomprehensible, it just feels like you are descending into a hole that just keeps going deeper and deeper, and the darker you go down, it's just getting darker and darker. It has this extreme claustrophobic feeling to the compositions. Track number 2 feels like a funeral doom metal song. It feels like Bell Witch. And trust me, I know that I am comparing Miscarriage to a lot of bands, but Pissgrave and Bell Witch are not bad company to keep, trust me. These just timid drums that are pounding in the background and taking their time and pacing themselves with these guitars that are locked in this just disastrous calamity of a battle that makes these tracks feel like catastrophes, that feel like they are exploding into this madness-inducing coma of insanity where there's no dreams, there's only just this battle raging. And all the while, you're in the belly of this beast that is just like... This album's pure putrefaction. This is just a symphony of the dead. The drums on track number 4 are absolutely shredding despite the fact that they're so slow. The fact that a composition can remain this slow yet this dense and thick and claustrophobic is absolutely admirable. The guitars are unpredictable in a genre that otherwise can feel a little bit one-dimensional. In my opinion, Miscarriage has created a very good album here, but it doesn't come without its faults in my opinion. Forcing myself to listen to this like 3 times for the review of this. This is an extremely difficult listen from the abrasive side of things. This album is not for the faint of heart. If you are a metalhead, definitely check this out, and if you just want to get adventurous, if you're not, then check this out. But this album to me is still, despite the fact that it is done to a very good extent with the instrumentation, it still feels a little bit one-dimensional. I gave Homicidal Mania Trilogy like an 8 out of 10, and I feel that way about that album too. The performances are there, they're strong, these are disastrous tracks of complete insanity, but they still have that one-dimensional quality. Vocals being very gargly, not having that much depth or dimension to them, despite the fact they really do complement the composition. Guitars that, albeit, are really creating this dense, thick, foggy atmosphere, can feel a little bit predictable even when they're unpredictable. Drums that are so sluggish in the mix that it is sometimes hard to discern what they're trying to do and what type of pattern they're going for. And sometimes repeating ideas throughout a track to make a track that's very long sometimes feel a little bit repetitive. But these are all things that I noticed as I went on listening to it. My jaw was on the floor the first time I listened to this album because it is an absolutely disgusting, monstrous, just gory, amazing album. And it's one of the most horrifying albums I've heard since Miscarriage's last album or Automaton's album that they released last year. That was pretty disgusting too, Talos. I do enjoy what Miscarriage did on this album. The fact that they went a little bit more sludgy, that they took the risk to add more dimension to their sound by going in this more doomier type of approach. I can respect that quite a bit, and I don't think I do enjoy this as much as I did their last album, but this is still a very strong album and a very strong release, and I highly suggest checking it out if any of this sounds interesting to you, because it's very, very dense, and it's such a good project, despite how abrasive it is. It's so extreme. I'm gonna be giving this album a 7 out of 10. That is a wrap. Thank you all for watching this video. If you've heard this album, you can post in the comment section below and let me know what you thought. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe on this video. It helps me out so much. And smash that notification bell to be notified of my future uploads. Till then, I'm signing off. My name is Jay Morse, Review Guy, and I'm signing off saying farewell.